I'm actually feeling like talking a little bit, yeah. Talking a little bit, yeah. Feeling like talking a little bit, yeah. I realize I have to sit closer because the audio on my phone is trash. But welcome back to my channel, everybody. We gonna talk a little bit. We gonna talk a little bit, yeah. We gonna talk a little bit, yeah. It is 3 o'clock in the morning. And I know you're probably like, why so early? Because this is the time when the Lord uses me the most. I realized I was talking to my friend Terrence. Shout out to you, Terrence, because we are always having some kind of intellectual conversation, and he's my co-worker at work. But it's like in passing, where our conversations, we be here. We always right here. Like, we just be here and we be vibing, and I appreciate you for that. So, yeah, we always have good conversations, and we were talking about, like, I think he was asking me, you know, what he can do to find his creative hours, or like what hours are, am I most creative, and how does he figure out what hours he's most creative. And I was like, it kind of just depends on what person you are. But for me, I'm a morning person. However, that does not always mean that I want to be creative at like 8 o'clock in the morning. I have this weird thing where unfortunately I can't sleep past 8 a.m. Excuse me. And so I'm always up before 8. 6, 7, 7:30, 8, no longer than 8. No later than 8. 8:30. Let's give myself a bad day. 8:30. But no later than 8:30, and I'm wide awake just looking at you. Ready to do something. Not always ready to do something, but ready to do something. Ready to get some coffee, I know that. I'm ready to get some coffee, I'll tell you that much. That headache will kick in at 10 o'clock easy. But before I start rambling, I realize the hours that I am most creative is around like 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, because that is when like I'm up, the Lord's talking to me, He's using me the most. I'm praying for somebody, I'm highly in my Bible, like I'm in my Bible bag. Is that yeah, I'm reading my Bible, so that is the time when I'm creative. I'm ready to like post content, especially like, I don't know, during the wee hours of the morning. I feel like that's the time when I go on social media the most, so I'm kind of like keeping up, seeing what everyone's doing, what's going on, and that's when I see like some great content, and I'll be like, wow. I'll be like, wow, 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 wow. Shout out to you, content creators. I love it. I'm here for it. I love to see it. Keep showing it. And that's my something that's really amazing. So then I'll repost. I'll be like, gotta repost to somebody. Can't keep all this good juju to myself. Can't keep all these good gems to myself. So I gotta show someone. So I show my stories. So if you follow me on Instagram, you should go ahead and do that too. But I don't know about that. I don't know if I like everybody on my Instagram. I don't know if I like everyone in my Instagram, so I just posted my stories if you follow me. But 3:30 is when I'm the most creative, for sure. Briefly, there are two topics I want to talk about today. At first, I think I'm going to do appreciation, because every week I find someone that I need to appreciate. And so I started off with you, Terrence. Terrence, I appreciate you. Nehemiah, you always know I'm going to appreciate you. That goes without saying. You my dog. Always going to appreciate Nehemiah. Then we will go ahead. I was going to appreciate my sister, Tondalia Shaw, my good sis. I appreciate you always. When I do not feel inspired, or I'm like, my content is trash, I'll get like a message from you and you're like, keep doing it. I appreciate you. My sister Bianca, always texting me and checking on me and praying. I appreciate you. My sister Javon. Shout out to my good sis. This is my actual blood sis, y'all. But shout out to my good sis Javon. Like, I appreciate you. You be doing the damn thing. Your Spotify interview was so on point, which I feel like I need to like let links. We're gonna work on a story for that, where I'm gonna start posting some stuff, or posting people that like content that you really should see and get out there. I appreciate you. I see you doing your thing. You be doing your thing. And you have your own struggles and battles going on, but you be doing your thing. Go ahead and keep sending those invoices, but I'm not paying you back that $25 next time for show. You're not getting my shmoney no more. So I appreciate you too. My friend Anna, I appreciate you always holding me down. I'll get a text message from you. We talk, we kiki, but we uplift each other. I appreciate you. I just appreciate a lot of y'all. And if there's anyone's name that I miss, I'm sorry. Like, there's so many people that I appreciate on the daily that heavily do check in and talk to me. I appreciate my friend Tatiana too. And I appreciate my good boy Chris. Because I talk to you guys the most throughout the week. So like, I appreciate both of you guys. Alright, I think that's it for appreciation. I appreciate my first lady. I always appreciate my first lady. She be coming through for me during some of my darkest days. I appreciate her. I appreciate her always being raw and honest and unapologetically herself. So Lady Trina, thank you for always holding that down too. That's another appreciation. Okay, I think I'm good. I think we done here. Yeah. Okay, so. But success. Success. What does success look like when the revolution is not televised? What does it look like? Talk to me. We can start doing live chats where you can talk to me, really talk to me, but let me know. What does success look like when no one's applauding for you? What does success look like during those darkest hours? A lot of times people see the manifestations of success. They see the end result of your growth, but they don't see the process. They don't see the nights of fasting. They don't see the nights of prayer. They don't see those, like my mom would say, those old school shut-in nights on your knees. What does it look like? What does it look like with that groundwork? Like, for instance, what does it look like when you got that crappy camera with the glare in the side, the bad audio? What does success look like? But no one's here to cheer you on, because a lot of times no one is cheering you on. Or if they are cheering you on, it's the people that you at least expect to be cheering you on. So what does it look like? Success is hard work. It's hard work. Everything that you want in life is not going to come free, and it's not going to come without hard work. I know for me, being a millennial, we live in the era of instant gratification. So now we don't have to work to get the things that we need. We really don't. I mean, we're working, but you may not be working like you're working. But you know, we all have different ways of working now, so what does it look like? What does it look like when no one's applauding for you? No one's cheering you on? Because a lot of the times, it's the people that we don't know that don't cheer us on. So, success is a process. It comes with delays. It comes with dilemmas. Sometimes you can't make excuses though. You can't make excuses about why it shouldn't be done, because at the end of the day, it needs to be done. We are all here with a purpose and a plan. And a lot of the times, they have the saying that it's not what you know, it's who you know, and that is very true. But you see, me, I'm not even going to get churchy. I'm thankful to know the Most High God, that He knows me, so I don't even have to worry about my name touching doors, because my name is going to touch doors that I haven't even walked in yet. So I'm thankful to know Him. And because I know Him, I don't have to worry about who I know. I let Him order my steps. He's going to make the move. And that's a lot to say about that. But you have to work. You have to work. I think I read a college interview one time, or it was an essay, and it was showing like the habit of it was showing like two different type of groups it was trying to say. And I think one of the things it was saying was like there was a girl, she was going for an interview, and on paper she was it. She was in her bag. She had everything she needed. She had all the externships. She had experience on paper. But then her social communication skills did not align with what was on paper. So when they were asking her questions, they wanted her to boast herself. It's an interview. You got to brag. You got to bring a certain level of suave. You got to be a little bit confident. When you're on an interview, there's never been an interview where you just kind of come in there timid, like, oh, hey, how's it going? Excuse me. Hey, how's it going? Hi. You don't got to go in there like, but you got to finesse it when you go. So she wasn't doing none of that. They couldn't get a word out of her. Meanwhile, you had the person that came with no college education. But they had their experiences, and their interview was it. And that was one of those moments where Shorty didn't get the job. And she knew the right people. But it just wasn't for her. And what's for you is always going to be for you. That's two. So, it just was not for her. And she didn't get that job. So sometimes it's not always who you know, but what you do and how much hard work and you are willing to put in. Are you really ready to put the work in? I remember I was having a conversation with my manager about a promotion, and he was like, "You really ready?" And I was like, "I feel like I've already proved that I'm ready, but whatever we got to do to make you a little bit more certain, let me know. We'll go from here. Let me know." So that's how that went. But you gotta work. You have to work. I feel like RuPaul. You have to work. You have to work. Everything in life is about work. Success is not going to come easy without hard work. And I have to keep saying, I keep hearing hard work, because I even have to tell that to myself. I'm like, you have to work tonight. You think you're just going to get all these things with no hard work? You're going to get all these things without putting in that 40 hours a week? Because you're not. And even though I'll be trying to slide out early and put in like 35 hours, I still have to get my job done, because my job relies on me to get done. Show up for you. Yourself is waiting for you. Your best version of yourself is waiting on you. No one else you. The only thing that's in the way is you. So if you do not show up for you, then you are disappointing you. And my sister, let's jump to my sister again. She had made an interview where she had dropped a whole gem on my spirit. And I was like, oh wow. I was slumped in the seat. But she had said that be that version of you that you needed when you were younger. So show up for yourself, for that teen that you needed when you were younger and you were going through that moment of your life. Now that you're an adult, be there. Be that person. I know, I don't even have to say when I was younger. Because when I was young, I was a real happy-go-lucky kid. So I was just always, like, I wasn't really too much concerned about nothing. I have to be that. I have to hold that person's hand as a teenager. I have to hold that person's hand as a young adult. Like, I'm only 23, but I'm looking at me at 20, and I'm like, girl, where's your mom? Like, she was here, but like, what are you doing? Where are you going? What's going on? Put some clothes on. Like, nah. But like, girl, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you off to? So I have to show up for her. And I'm like, golly, what's wrong with you? Get your life, Janai. I'm constantly trying to show up for that Janai. I'm like, you do too much. But be there. Hold that, nurture that childhood self. You got some childhood trauma, nurture her. Nurture him. But don't ever stop showing up for yourself. No matter what you got going on in life, because we all have responsibilities, we all have goals. Never stop showing up for you. And that's it. That's all I got to say about that. And I'm going to end this with a snap. We're just going to snap it out. I think we're just going to start snapping it out. Thank you guys for following me. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button. If I see a dislike button, I'm going to ask you what you disliked. But you see, I don't think you know who disliked your stuff. Maybe you do. But I would ask. I'd be like, what's the problem? What can I be doing better for you? But if you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And we are going to roll on out of here.